I'm Woody Taylor, one of the assistant men's basketball coaches for the UNC Asheville men's basketball team. When I was a youngster, about 4 years old, my mom and my dad, they introduced all of our whole family to sports, really. So I played soccer, played baseball, football, but the one that really stuck with me was basketball. And from that time forward, I just kind of stuck with it and had a passion for it. Yeah, I went to Winter Springs High School originally, down there in Orlando, Florida, right on the outside of Orlando. And I actually got a scholarship to Eckerd College down in St. Petersburg, Florida, Division II school right on the beach. Great place if you've never been there. I always speak highly of it. We had a pretty good, four-year run there. Went to a couple NCAA tournaments, 3 21 seasons, 1 19-win season, and our team was pretty good. Well, it was a quite simple transition, really. I knew I wasn't going to the NBA or I wasn't going to be able to play for a bunch of money, and I also knew that I enjoyed having influence and helping other people reach their goals, whatever that is. And for me, I was fortunate enough to be able to coach an AAU team when I was in college still. So while I was still in college, I was coaching the Florida Rams, which was a high-level AAU team down in the state of Florida, and I was able to see what the college coaches were doing on a daily basis in their recruiting period, because they would come and recruit the players on our team. And that really kind of sparked my curiosity into the college coaching. Then moving and fast forwarding to when I graduated, I was fortunate enough to get a graduate assistant position offered to me from Marshall University and Coach Tom Harrion, where one of the assistant coaches at Marshall was actually a former player who played at Eckerd College, which was actually pretty cool. Yeah, definitely a unique story. Coaches go out and recruit all the time, and I'm actually sitting there at a game, watching the game, and I'm talking to, this guy. This is his first time out recruiting, and I'm just talking to him, kind of schooling him a little bit, and kind of giving him some of my information, some things that I've done. And it turns out that guy was Mike Venezia, and I ended up talking to Mike Venezia all weekend, and then on the last day, on Sunday, he actually introduced me to Coach Morrell. And so I asked Coach Morrell, I said, hey, how you doing? I'm Woody Taylor, and we spoke for, a couple of minutes. And then Jeremy Ballard, one of Coach Morrell's good friends and the head coach at Florida International University, actually walked by, and he asked me, did I know these guys? And I told him I just met them, and it turns out that they're really good friends. So, through their conversations and conversations with myself and Coach Morrell, a position came open, weeks later, and I was just fortunate to be asked to come up here and be a part of what he is building. And Asheville is a very special place. It's only an hour-and-a-half flight home. It's about a 7-hour drive down to Orlando, 7.5, 8 hours. So it's easy for me to get back to see my family, easy for my family to get up here and see us. And it's something that I'm very proud to be a part of. Well, I've only won 1 championship so far. We're hoping to do that here at UNC Asheville in the future. And hopefully we can get that accomplished. But we won a championship at Bethune-Cookman as a coach. And that was one of my greatest feelings, because I didn't have any direct impact on making any shots or any passes or anything of that nature. It was all the players, and seeing them have that joy and that success, and winning that game at our rival school's gym on one of our biggest rivalry nights was probably the biggest, greatest thing for me personally. Just seeing the joy on those kids' faces from taking a program that had won 9 games a year before to being the conference champions the next year. That was a huge moment for us. Me personally, that was my biggest moment as a coach. Oh, man. That's a tough question. Who is the best baller on the staff? Man, I would say I play more, but for what we need, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up for other guys to say. I'm not trying to toot my horn. I think I'm pretty good, but I know there's one other guy who's really, really good. He actually played Division I. I was just a low-life Division II player. But there's another guy on the staff that's really good. So we haven't had a chance to play one-on-one yet. Maybe we'll do that this year. Game day drip, I got to give it to Coach Dixon, man. He comes out here with these $500-$600 jackets. I mean, he comes out here Burberry, all that type stuff, man. He comes out looking great. I think that I do well, but then I see him and I'm like, dang, I got to up my game, man. He's a phenomenal dresser. I give him the game day drip award for sure. My favorite drill during practice is grab the ball drill. It's a freelance drill where the guys got to get in there, they got to jump in and grab the basketballs, and we're just throwing them all over the place, and it's chaos, but it's organized chaos. And I know that sounds like a contradiction, but we love it. I mean, it teaches a lot of good things and a lot of elements of what we're trying to do as a program, and it really embodies who we are. Tough, gritty, hard-nosed dudes. I'm Woody Taylor, one of the assistant coaches for the UNC Asheville men's basketball team. Let's go Bulldogs!